J-Mac, it's interesting when you get to weeks 5, 6, and 7 in the NFL. A lot of injuries. So this week on the picks, you and I are just sitting pouring over injury reports.
Well, there's one game I love that we both talked about. I think you like them. And I just looked at the injury report, and their 2 starting quarterbacks aren't practicing. I'm like, whoa. Going on the road? Seattle, excuse me.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay.
All right, off a winning week. Let's not waste any time. The Blazing Five.
That's a hot one. Let's blaze it up.
Fire it up.
It's Colin's Blazing Five.
Patriots versus Jaguars.
Favorites win in London. Jaguars, second straight week staying in London. Trevor Lawrence's last 3 games, he's been good. 101 passer rating, 68% completion percentage. The Patriots are a mess. They're projected to start their 7th different offensive line. Rhamondre Stevenson may not play, their star back. They're 31st ranked in scoring, worst ranked offensive line in the league. Turnovers are coming aplenty. This team is falling apart. Jacksonville's coaching staff is desperate for a win. Massive advantage at quarterback. Jacksonville favorites do well overseas, especially favorites who have played there before. Jags win and cover 27-20.
Lions at Vikings.
Okay, Vikings, offensive coach, off a bye, rested. I like Minnesota lay the 1.5. They're 3-0 at home, only team to cover every game. But their defense has been equally impressive. They've held opponents under 20 points in 4 of 5 games. They're the only team to not allow a touchdown outside of the red zone. This is Brian Flores. You get nothing cheap. It's very New England Patriots in their prime. Nothing cheap. Yes, the Lions are on a 3-game winning streak, but they face 3 of the worst defenses or most banged-up defenses in Seattle, the Cowboys, and the Cardinals. Take a deep breath. Aiden Hutchinson not playing. Carlton Davis, their corner, hasn't practiced this week, so the pass rush significantly less. A top corner is out. Minnesota off a bye this season. They are first in a lot of categories. I don't consider it an upset. Vikings win, seize control of the division 28-24.
Seahawks at Falcons.
The Seahawks defense is now officially healthy. Byron Murphy, the great defensive tackle from Texas, will play. Boyd Mafi will play. So their defense, they got a banged-up corner. One practice, one didn't. But their 3-game losing streak has come against teams like the Lions and the Niners. Okay, they're a good team, potentially. Remember, their offense has the highest passing rate in the league. Can they throw against Atlanta? Of course they can, because Atlanta has no pass rush. The Falcons are on pace to have the lowest sack rate, second lowest sack rate in league history. So Seattle's defensive front, Mike McDonald has all the bigs up front defensively. Geno Smith will have time to throw, and I'm getting 3 points. Remember, I like Atlanta. I do. But if you look at them, a couple of their wins have been over the Saints. They're dead. And the Panthers, worse. I think the value is on a healthier Seattle team on the road here. Seahawks upset the Falcons 27-24.
Raiders at Rams.
So I locked in this line on Monday. This was my best pick. It was Rams -5. I said Monday on this show, I'm taking this to Blazing 5. I said it 5 times. I don't care what the number is now. It is 5. They're getting Cooper Kupp, Rob Havenstein, the right tackle, Jordan Whittingham at wide receiver. They're getting healthier. And Stafford's been very good at home. In 4 or 5 home games this year, he's been 100-plus passer rating. Kyron Williams, 8 straight games rushing, touchdown. So I like the Rams when they get healthy offensively. The Raiders only win. Okay, they've lost 3 or 4 games. The only win in that stretch is the Browns. Aiden O'Connell, no scrambles, 440 dropbacks. A totally immobile quarterback with a 62% completion percentage. They can't defend the run. They are all banged up across the board, and now Devontae Adams is gone. Rams win, pull away in the second half. 24-14. I'm taking 5. I announced it. I declared it on Monday.
Jets at Steelers.
Okay, this was another game I liked early in the week. We waited on the line. I'm going to take the Jets -1.5. First of all, they should have beaten Buffalo. They're the best 2-4 team in the league. They had a season high in motion in their offense when they replaced Nat Hackett. So they look like a modern progressive offense. First game now with Devontae Adams. He'll probably have some red zone opportunities. Their defense is great. Their pass defense is sensational. They have the best corner combo in the league against the team offensively that struggles. Pittsburgh's lost 2 or 3 games. Their only win recently was Aiden O'Connell. You know, the Purdue kid doesn't move, pocket guy, sitting duck against the Jets pass rush. They can't run the ball effectively. Their passing offense is the pits. I think it's an inspired Jets team getting Devontae Adams, which increases and improves Aaron Rodgers' mood. I think they should have beaten Buffalo. But not for Taylor Rapp and Teron Johnson making the interception of the year. They beat Buffalo. If they had a field goal kicker who could make kicks, they beat a very good Buffalo team. You're getting major value here with an offense in Pittsburgh that doesn't know what they're doing. Jets win 27-20. Lay the points. So that's 4 favorites. Let's see, 4 favorites. Yeah, 4 favorites in the Seahawks. Last week I went favorites as well. I think in most of these games, I'm taking at least decent quarterback play and value. I know in the Seahawks game you're worried, but Atlanta is one of those teams. Sometimes you have a winning record, and you're not as good as your record. Sometimes the Jets, you have a losing record. You're much better than your record. The Jets feel 4-2. The Steelers feel 2-4, and I only have to lay 1.5, and I get Aaron Rodgers over whoever they play at quarterback. Thoughts?
Yeah, that Vikings game is I've liked him all week. It's starting to scare me. Aaron Jones, if he can't go, Colin, that offense is so limited without Aaron Jones. They did nothing against the Jets in the second half in London without Aaron Jones. Nothing. Jets got back in that game.
Well, the Jets' defense is much better than the Lions' defense without Aiden Hutchinson. So what happens is they'll throw more. Again, the Jets' corners and the Lions' corners. That's a totally different story.
Yeah,
so the Jets' second half, because Jets' corners are the best in the league, the Jets are allowed to do things and take risks that other teams like the Lions, as much as I like them, but didn't it always feel like Aiden Hutchinson was the beginning and the end of the defense? Yeah. They didn't have to get in. I mean, it's like taking T.J. Watt out of the Steelers. If you take Nick Bosa out of the Niners, I still get Fred Warner. You know, I still get some defensive linemen. I get something. But when you take Aiden out of the Lions, they've struggled in the back end. Carlton Davis, they've struggled.
He's banged up too. Yeah,
so they don't have their second best corner and their best pass rusher. Yeah. So that's different.
I don't hate these. I'm glad you're rooting for the Jets, and we can have some fun chats on Sunday.
Yeah,
rooting for the Jets. Yeah.
Yeah.